नमस्कार दोस्तों. Today is 16th January 2021. First step to be a successful trader is to build a trade plan and review it. This channel is my trade journal in stock market, and in this specific video I talk about my trades on Nifty and Bank Nifty and disclose my trade plan for the next trading session. I hope these discussions will add a value in your trade setup and your trading ideas. So let's talk about first our trades for today. I did not take any trade on Bank Nifty, so let's jump on Nifty. So Nifty, our trade plan was to buy on dip at 14,515, which is L4. So when market corrected on this particular green bar, I took my first entry and I kept my stop loss at the bottom of this green bar. And then on this red bar, the stop loss got hit. Then I again took an entry on this green bar, uh, and when it moved up and we had a small correction here on this green bar, I again entered with increased quantity. So here I had a 5 lot and then I put another 2 lot here. And then when this red and then and my stop loss was below this green bar. Now when these two fall happen on this red bar, I got out. And then again on this smaller green bar, in the last 15 minutes I again took an entry with the 2 lot, because market is at a 200-day moving average and still above weekly high. So that is the trade for today. So today I had a loss of 14,000 rupees. And on a weekly basis, if you see how the January has gone for me, out of 9 trading session, I had 2 trading sessions where I had a loss, and the rest all the trading sessions I had a good profit. So this week the profit is 50,000 rupees. um, so what's the learning for today? Learning for today is, like my guru says, that market में पैसा बचाने को आना चाहिए. Once you know how to minimize your loss, लालाजी पैसा कमा के देंगे. So what I should have done today, specifically on my first entry, that I shouldn't have first entry. I think my stop loss was all right. What I could have done was I could have exited when this L4 was broken confidently, and then this red bar started. So here I should have exited. If I could have exited on this red bar, then I could have minimized my loss here, because we consistently had a 4 red bar already going ahead. And then I increased when I entered here. That was a right entry. Here I increased my lot. Second thing what I could have done, I could have waited for one more confirmation candle and then I should have entered. But the idea of always buying at the bottom is something कि 10 पॉइंट का प्रॉफिट कमाने के लिए you don't wait for a confirmation candle, or at least this red bar should have been taken out. So if I had a confirmation candle, it would have been good for an entry. And then I should have revised my stop loss from a day low to this red bar low. So this is very important learning, that on a second when I increase my quantities, or I should wait for a one more confirmation candle. So 15 minutes, or at least the first red bar, the high should be broken. So once this is broken, then comfortably, then you should enter and then revise the stop loss here. In that case, I would have definitely minimized my loss. So that's a good learning. So now let's look into Nifty. This is a weekend, so we will go for a weekly wrap. So when we look into weekly basis, after 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 week, we had a first red candle. Market is on weekly basis above 8-day, 20-day, 50-day and 200-day moving average. The 200 moving average is around 10,900. So market is definitely overstretched. If you look at this chart from a bearish angle, you will say that the bear market has started, maybe. But on technical term, on weekly basis, market is still in uptrend. but definitely overstretch. And when you look into the weekly levels, the next week level for market, what I'm anticipating is that still, since market is overstretched, market will now consolidate, and next week range is coming out to be extremely narrow range. So next week the range for the Nifty is, if when you look into Camarilla weekly pivot, is 14,272 and 14,600. So very tight range of 14,270 to 14,600, which is around 325 points. So that is where market has taken a support today. So this 14,353 or 14,350 is the very crucial support, is a very strong support. If 14,350 is broken, then the next support is at 14,275. Now let's spend some time understanding why 14,350 is very crucial. So 14,350 is first of all monthly pivot for December. 14,350 is also next week L3 on Camarilla. 14,350 is also closer to this week low. So because of these three reasons, this becomes a very strong support for Nifty. After that, the next strong support for Nifty is at 14,272. Why? Because 14,270 is weekly L4 and also monthly resistance, which will now act like a weekly support, which will act like a support. So 14,350 and 14,270, those are two crucial points or two support point, very strong support for Nifty. On upside, Nifty has now very strong resistance at 14,600. Why? Because weekly R4 or weekly resistance is 14,600, 596, and the monthly resistance is 14,566. So 14,600 becomes a very strong resistance for Nifty. So Nifty in the next week, the level is 14,000. I'm expecting Nifty to keep on consolidating between 14,600 and 14,350. Very strong, very smaller range. And if you want to, yeah, 14,350. If you want to expand on the lower side, then you can say 14,300. So 14,300 to 14,600. So 300 point story for the next week. So it means that next week is going to be a very narrow week, and the trading is going to get very difficult. Once this level is broken, then the trend is established that bears have taken over the market. But till 14,350 and 14,275 is intact, uh, you always expect market to go up. Now on daily chart, if you see, Nifty has closed just about 8, 20, 50 and 200 day moving average. Like anticipation, Nifty is consolidating in a tight range, but definitely in uptrend. The trend is still intact. On 15-minute chart in which I trend, Nifty is first time after many days below 50, below 20, below 8, but above crucial 200-day moving average. So I would still consider on average on 15 minute it is little uncertain, but about 200. So I would say that the trend is overall still intact when you take weekly, daily, and 15-minute three time frame. So what should be the strategy for the next week overall? So the strategy for the next week is you have to play on both the sides depending upon where the market is going to get open. But you need to let Nifty come at one corner. You shouldn't play in between. So when it goes down in the range of 14,353, buy on dip. If it opens on the in between, then you wait for it to move in any of the one corner and then look for a price action and take a call. Quantities Since this is a consolidation market, I'm not going to increase my quantity in this market. I'm just going to play with the bare minimum quantity of 5 lot. So that's the overall plan which I will have for Nifty. Now on Monday, when we look into daily pivot, we have a support at 14363 and 14292. And when the trend is up, so the strategy is buy on dip. I'm already carrying 2 lot. For this 2 lot, let's see, when we look into global market, it's almost flat. Nothing much is happening here. SGX is still at 14429. So let's see how it goes. If it keeps on going up, then very good. If not, then I will have a very. I'm expecting a flat opening, and on 15-minute chart, I will keep my stop loss, and I will see how the trade is going up. Then the idea is buy on dip at 14363 or 14300 with a target of 14576. So there's the plan for Nifty. I will make a separate video as a weekly wrap for Bank Nifty. Please check that out. If you think that this discussion has added some value to your trade setup and trading idea for the next week, then please give me a like, comment. I'm very happy to announce that on Trading View, I have touched my first milestone of 50 followers, 50 followers or 50 subscribers. So thank you very much for your support. Uh, it's your likes, comments, which motivates me to come and make this video on daily basis. So please don't shy to like, comment, and share on this video. So stay healthy. Jai Hind.